Hi folks, how's it going? I just wanted to do like a little synopsis of our backpacking trip to Algonquin Park Provoking Lake Loop. We got home 3 days ago now, and I've been cleaning up, doing laundry, cleaning all the gear and stuff, and so today, before I forget kind of how the week went, I wanted to go over some of the things that worked and some of the things that did not work. First, one of the things that did not work was my memory, because if you saw the video, I forgot the micro SD card for my GoPro. So I couldn't take any pictures or video with my GoPro. So I left the GoPro and the batteries in the glove compartment of the car, hoping that it didn't blow up, and it didn't, because I'm using it right now. So I used my phone the whole 4 days that we were out there, and I have a Samsung Galaxy A13 phone, and I find that it's not very stable when I'm walking. So even with the stabilizer on the camera, it's still wobbly, and Cindy Lou wants to play with her new duck toy. Her birthday duck. Whew, there we go. So the video, I'm sure if you watched it, is not the best quality, and I do apologize for that, but I forgot the memory card for my GoPro. So next time I won't forget it. Fingers crossed, I won't forget it. I also forgot woo, I also forgot my sleeping bag liner. I always take my sleeping bag liner. I had taken it though on my long weekend trip to St. John's in May, and then I washed it. So it wasn't in with my camping gear, it was just draped over the chair over there. And there's so much stuff on my dining room table right now because I'm moving and packing, and it's just, my apartment is a complete disaster. So this was not with my camping gear because I had washed it. So it didn't get packed for camping, and I really could have used it that first night because it got quite chilly. And then I could have used it for the rest of the other 2 nights because it was just so hot and sticky. I was like, felt like I was sticking to my sleeping pad. So I would have been able to put this over the sleeping pad and it would have felt a lot more comfortable. But next time, again, fingers crossed, I won't forget this, hopefully. And really really crazy, like we knew it was supposed to rain at least the first day, and it, like, the forecast kept changing. Like, was it supposed to be during the day, was it supposed to be at night? It turned out it was only at night while we were sleeping, which was good, because after I got home and unpacked all of my gear, I realized that I had only packed my Frog Togs pants. I had not packed my jacket. So, I mean, these would have been on their own, just, kind of useless. I guess I could have, I don't know, done something like this. But yeah, pants do not work as a jacket. So I will have to figure out where my jacket is hiding and then put that in my backpack. And also my Trekology pillow. I've had this, I think this is the Trekology, I don't know if it's like an OG or 2.0, it just says Trekology. I've had it, I think, since 2017. So that's quite a few years now. And it's never given me an issue. But this time, and then the last time I used it, it felt like it's too low. 90% of the time I'm sleeping on my side, so I need something like a little bit higher. So the last time it was bothering me, but this time it was actually hurting my ears. Like, I don't know, like I kept waking up and my ears were sore, so like they're getting squashed on this pillow somehow. And it has never given me problems before, the last 2 times that I've used it. So I don't know, like, should I I think I'm gonna have to get a new pillow, but I don't know what kind. Like something with maybe an outside cushion, like is it Nemo Philo, or one of those new flex tail ones. I think they have like an outside. It's inflatable, but I think it has like an outside cushion on top of that. So if anybody has any suggestions of like a comfortable pillow for a side sleeper that's not going to squash my ear, let me know. Please comment below, and let me know your suggestions. Yeah, like which ones are good. I don't know. But sleep is just so important. So the new gear that I bought, this Canuck bottle, I bought this because I wanted some extra like small carry capacity, because I'm always running out of water when I'm out with the dog, so I needed like another. This is 750 ml, so I just wanted another bottle, and I wanted one that I could put on the shoulder strap, that I could just get to rather easily. But this straw is just way too big. This came as a kit all together, the bottle, the connector, the coupler, or whatever, and then the straw. They have 3 sizes of straw, and they have another one that's about this, only about this long. So I mean, that would have been better, because then I could just go like this rather than, I don't know if you saw the video yet, but I'm like, I couldn't, there's no way you can reach it. It's just too long. And then when I was sitting at camp trying to drink it, like you have to kind of suck the air out or push the air out of the straw first before you can even take a drink. So it sounds like the suction tube at the dentist, which is kind of weird. But so this is not a total loss. This coupler works with my I believe this is an Osprey drinking tube from the Hydropack bladder, which I've had for I don't know how many years. I just don't use it. I don't like water bladders, because like trying to refill them while you're on trail is just ridiculous and precarious. And I have had 2 water bladders spring a leak previously and gotten everything in my pack all wet. So my Osprey drinking tube does fit into this coupler, so I can put that in, and then I can put it on like the larger size Canuck bottles, and then I can just put this in my side pocket, and like, I don't know, I'm sure this will work. I'm sure this is long enough that I'd be able to do that. So this is an option. Then I don't have to worry about trying to do this to get water bottles out of the pocket, and then I can still have this as extra capacity for the dog. So yeah, so that will work. It doesn't work in its current iteration with this big long straw, and I'm not going to order the short straw, because it costs me so much money just to get this stuff up here. It's just ridiculous. So until it's available in Canada, I'll just live with not using the big long straw, and maybe I could even cut it. I don't know, I'll maybe even try that. So the other thing that I bought from Canuck was this buck food bag. So if you saw that video, again, so I used it a couple of times for oatmeal in the morning, and then a couple of times for making my dinner at nighttime. It rehydrates okay, like you just put the food in there and pour the hot water in there, but like trying to pour the dehydrated or freeze-dried food into it from whatever other package you have, and then trying to eat from it. I also have this UCO set, which I didn't much like this either. Yeah, it's just awkward. I found this to be very awkward. Even if I was eating out of my toques. So like you just try to get in and out of, you try to get the food out of this while you're eating, because you have to hold it open like this and then like this, so like it doesn't stay open. But when you're eating, like a dehydrated food package, like I had the Wild Zora, or like if you have Backpacker's Pantry or any of them, you know, the top just stays open and you just scoop the food out. But this, you have to hold it, and it's really very awkward, and it's not quite wide enough. So while this is a good idea, I think it just needs to be perfected. So I don't know if I'm going to use this so very often or at all. Same with this spork fork. So it has a spoon on this end and a knife on this end, and then a fork on this end, and they go together. So it's like a long handled spork, but then you have the utensil at either end, and then they nest together like this in your food bag, and it has like a little shop cord that goes through there so they don't come apart in your bag. But I wasn't too keen on it, because like when you're eating, goes that way. I'm trying to figure out which way it goes. One, but kind of food kind of gets under in there, whichever way you're eating. So it's kind of, you know, drips down the handle and gets all underneath everything in there, and it's hard to clean out. So I don't know, it just felt really awkward. So it's pretty color though, isn't it? I don't think I will use this very often at all. So I think I'm gonna look for a long handled something or other, just to get in, try and get in and out of this bag that I may or may not use ever again. Yeah, so that we did have some difficulty, as you saw, with the heat. There was extreme heat warnings. It got up over like with the Humidex, it was well into the 40s, which for people who speak Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius is 104 Fahrenheit, and it was feeling like into the mid 40s with the humidity. And we were sitting in the shade, like we were just chasing the shade around for 2 days, and even in the shade and not moving, we were sweating. So it was pretty bad, and I had to put Cindy Lou in the water 3 times on one day because she was just getting overheated, just lying there still, not doing anything, and she was getting overheated. So I had to keep putting her in the water to cool her down. Katana went in the water a few times to cool down. I went in the water, and because I didn't have a tripod for my phone, I couldn't record any of that. But yeah, so it was pretty miserable. And then hiking out on Wednesday, the temperature, it was still pretty hot and humid, not as bad as it had been the previous day, but Katana got some heat illness, so she was feeling a little woozy and a little disoriented. Cindy Lou, you probably saw that, she's just like, I'm done. So she just lied down in the middle of the trail and had a nap for about half an hour. We stopped quite often for breaks because it really was just too hot. We stopped for, I think, 3 20 to 30 minute breaks, and then smaller breaks in between those, and a 5 kilometer hike that took us 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, to get in, took us 4 hours to get back out again. So it was really miserable. The bugs were horrendous. I haven't finished editing the videos yet, so I don't know if it's possible to hear, but the night that we were sitting in the tent in my X-Mid, the 3 of us playing cards, we had to go in the tent to get away from the bugs. The flies during the daytime were bad. It was too hot for mosquitoes during the daytime, but they started coming out at dusk, and we're sitting in the tent playing cards, and then we could just hear this like wall of mosquitoes coming at us. It was just this buzz from over here, and it was just zzz, buzz, and then they hit the tent, and they're all just like frantically trying to get in the tent at us, and all night long I could hear the buzzing. It was just crazy. And then that was until, I don't know, like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then the mosquitoes went away, and then the deer flies and horse flies and everything came back out. So it was just horrible weather. I don't think I will be going backpacking in June in Ontario ever again. Sorry, playing with Cindy there. So come here, say hello to the peoples. Say hello to YouTube. Yeah, say hello to YouTube. Oh, okay, here you go. Yeah. And then the day after we came home, it was Cindy Lou's birthday. This is because I'm not talking to her. So yeah, if anybody has any recommendations of what their favorite pillow is, maybe something with a cushion or something on the outside. I think there's a few different brands that have that. And then yeah, because I will need recommendations about that. Everything else, like all my other gear, I have now sorted out and figured out how the Durston X-Mid works. And it wasn't the tent, it was my trekking poles. Because I'm short, I always have them like just at the minimum. And then I forget that I have to fully extend them when I'm putting the tent up. So now I've got that figured out. The X-Mid is my favorite tent again. And it was great to be able to put it into stargazer mode the second and third night, because we get like more air going through, and plus it was nearing a full moon, so the moon was so bright, it was blinding. But then once the moon went down, I could see all the stars, but I didn't have my GoPro, so I couldn't take any night shots. Yeah, unfortunately. So our next adventure is probably not going to be a backcountry adventure. It will be a cross-country adventure, but we'll have some stuff coming up in between. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching and hitting the thumbs up button and commenting below. It really does help out the channel and get my channel noticed to other people who have similar interests. So yeah, look, who could not be interested in this cutest little face? Hey, in this cutest little face. Yes, my cute little my cutest little adventure dog. Her backpack worked really well. She did so well with it. I did end up taking it off of her like about halfway through our hike back out, because it was just too hot. So I took it off her, and Lisa carried it, thankfully. Yeah, so again, thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Okay, mamas. Okay, mamas. Good girl.